Hey, what's up, Fanbase family? Ron here. Hope you're enjoying the room here for Fanbase Finance for our February 27th edition of the Fanbase Finance audio experience. So I'm here to bring you the top news stories from this week. So let's get into it. Number one, Apple announces a $500 billion investment plan. So Apple has unveiled a substantial $500 billion investment strategy here in the U.S. over the next 4 years. The plan includes the creation of roughly 20,000 new jobs and the establishment of a major factory in Texas dedicated to manufacturing AI servers. President Donald Trump praised the move, stating it reflects confidence in his administration. However, the announcement coincided with Wall Street experiencing further losses and concerns over a potential economic slowdown, really exacerbated by the recent tariffs. Number two, BP shifts focus back to oil and gas production. So BP announced a strategic shift this week, moving away from its green energy goals to increase approximately 2.4 million barrels per day and reduce its spending on low carbon energy initiatives. CEO Murray Achillonis acknowledged that the company may have overestimated the speed of the green energy transition, citing various global events that impacted their strategy. Their decision was faced with criticism from environmental groups who argue it prioritizes profits over climate commitments. Very interesting. Number three, HSBC initiates significant job cuts in investment banking. So HSBC is undertaking substantial job cuts in the European investment market as part of the strategic overhaul by CEO Georges Eldery. The bank aims to reduce 200 to 300 frontline roles, including support functions such as legal and compliance. Key areas like mergers and acquisitions and equity capital markets in the UK and Europe are facing closures, with some teams experiencing up to 70,000 job reductions. Man, the move reflects HSBC's broader strategy to focus on debt financing, corporate risk solutions, and operations in the Middle East and Asia, moving away from its less profitable sectors. Number four, Baker Hughes appoints a new CFO. So Baker Hughes has announced the departure of their CFO, Nancy Boosie, who joined the company in November 2022. Ahmed Mogul, a company veteran, has been appointed as the new CFO. Boosie contributed to the initial phase of the company's transformation, including executing on a large cost-cutting plan, and then also reorganizing into two business units. Mogul, who previously served in the senior finance roles with Baker Hughes, will take over as the company enters the next phase of its transformation. Number six, continued layoffs across major companies. So this is a big one. Several prominent companies have announced significant layoffs in response to economic pressures and technological advancements. Everyone from Starbucks to Meta to Microsoft and BP are among those that are reducing their workforces. Reasons cited include organizational restructuring, cost-cutting measures, and alignment with technological changes, particularly the integration of AI. These layoffs impact thousands of employees across various sectors. Number six, private equity faces slowdown amid economic uncertainty. So the private equity sector, which had high expectations for a booming 2025, driven by anticipated lower regulations and lower interest rates, is experiencing a slowdown. Uncertainty around interest rate cuts has led to a 53% decline in U.S. activity compared to the previous year. Inflation and a strong labor market suggest that interest rates might remain steady or even rise, affecting investment strategies within the sector. And then lastly, number seven, U.S. stock market experiences some volatility. So there's some volatility this week in the stock market. The S&P 500 is ending this week down about 1.7%. The Dow Jones and the NASDAQ each losing about 2.5% this week. Concerns over the economy's health have grown following the release of some disappointing economic data, including a decline in consumer sentiment and manufacturing activity. Inflationary pressures and recent tariff implementations have also contributed to investor apprehension. So a lot going on, but let's get back to our conversation. Fanbase Finance.